What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another reaction. On Thursday, there's going to be a special BTS reaction, as it's something that I didn't realize until last week. My BTS playlist here on YouTube is actually not the smallest. It's one of the biggest playlists that I have, but I didn't realize that a lot of the content that I have under the BTS playlist is not actually BTS the group, but rather solo projects. J-Hope, RM, Jimin, Suga, Jin. Every time something new came out, I reacted to it without ever realizing that I haven't actually reacted to BTS the group in a bit. So for that reason, on Patreon, I decided to do like an early access reaction to take a break from the variety show content that I react to when it comes to BTS. And this week, it's going to become public here on YouTube. We're checking out No More Dream, as well as We Are Bulletproof Part 2 and No. Hopefully, at least once a month, I'm going to be doing this early access reaction on Patreon. React to 2, 3 of BTS's music videos, and that way I'll be able to like have a little bit more consistency when it comes to BTS content here on YouTube, and not just the solo projects that are coming out. Every time something comes out, I try to react to. I do believe that I missed some things here and there, and I don't know when I will be able to catch up, but obviously the plan is to eventually get caught up, but some things do fall a little bit under the cracks, plus with all of the content that we're checking out on the channel already, so apologies for that. But anyway, in today's video, we're checking out 2 music videos that are, you guessed it, solo projects relating to BTS. These are actually 2 of the music videos that kind of fell through the cracks that I planned on checking out the second they came out, and then before I knew it, it's been a month and I still haven't. I'm only now checking it out, so yeah, my bad on that one. Funny enough, I just recorded the Halsey and Suga reaction, and I thought it was funny that in the entirety of the video, I only thought of Lilith by the end of the music video, that the song is called Lilith, and now I can't stop thinking about Supernatural. So I really need to rewatch that. But before we get into Lilith by Halsey and Suga, I actually want to start with this reaction, which is going to be Don't Ever Say Love Me by Colde featuring RM of BTS. Now, this feels like it's going to be a very emotional and a very deep song, much like this very first frame with the lonely fish is kind of like suggesting. So I'm very, very, very excited. There's no captions, unfortunately, so I'll look through some of the lyrics after we finish this reaction and talk briefly about it. For the most part, we're just going to go with the flow and enjoy this song and the vocals and kind of like appreciate the talent. So without further ado, let's get into it.
도착하는 사랑의 마지막 네가 보여줬던 마음과 주었던 사랑이란 거짓말 이제 모두 가져가 그리고 다시 나를 찾지 마 잊을 수 있을까 아무도 모르게 끝이 오고 있는 우리의 사랑은 기억은 그렇게 날 쉽게 잊은 채
Okay, the violin is absolutely trippy, and it actually reminds me of what's the killing song from Dexter? What was the soundtrack for when Tonight's the Night, and like the dark violin. Damn, that's awesome. That's really trippy.
다시는 사랑한다 말하지 마 다시는 우리라고 하지 마 지금 이곳을 나가면 너와 나 도착하는 사랑의 마지막
Oh, are they fishing? Or are they the fish? Ooh.
Love is violence. You did know that somebody someday is gonna break all of the silence. We're losing the balance. Lost all the pilots, lost in the train, lost in the city. You begging for the pity. 그냥 가져. 날 망치고 너는 또 영영 행복하렴. 이제 가져. 이제 가져. 그냥 come to the low side. 거짓말이 된 모든 chemistry.
I love the violin so much.
Wanna fucking die when you next to me. To the low side. So I can't remember how it used to be. Honesty is the policy. Don't you say you loving me? Hey, hey. 돌아갈 수 없는 우리. 더는 아무것도 아니게. 끝이 어딘지 모르게. Falling, 떨어지네.
Damn. Holy shit.
다시는 사랑한단 말하지 마. 다시는 우리라고 하지 마. 지금 이곳을 나가는 너와
It's like fucking thunderous, tornado, hurricane, whatever. Damn.
내가 보여줬던 마음과
Oh my god.
주었던 사랑이란 거짓말. 이제 모두 가져가. 그리고 다시 나를 찾지 마.
Holy shit. Whoever came up with the phrase, there's plenty fish in the sea. Watch this, bitch. Because all the fishes are gone. There was one fish in the beginning of this music video. And it's almost like the two of them were like the chairs almost like represent sitting and fishing for something. Like there's plenty fish in the sea, but in reality, there's nothing there. Or I'm the fish, kind of alone in the water as well, which is kind of interesting. Damn, Colde's vocals are incredible. The harmonizing with our, like the last section, like the aesthetic, the practicality of the lighting, like creating like this thunderstorm, and everything is spiraling. All of the fishes that were supposed to be in the water are actually outside. It's like the aesthetic of this video was absolutely incredible. So looking at some of the lyrics, obviously represent dark feelings of love, which is why, you know, the chorus is basically don't say I love you again. The love that was given is a lie. Take it all now and don't look for me ever again. Which again kind of like plays on the plenty of fish in the sea, but there's no fucking fish in this particular sea. Or I'm the fish that is left alone. And like the water is like me drowning, or the love is drowning, as RM, like his verse basically talking about how love is violence, because love can be as pure. Love is as pure as it is dark, and as like you kill for love, basically. Like love can be deadly and it can be violent. Wanna fucking die when you're next to me. I can't remember how it used to be. Honesty is the policy. The lyrics definitely kind of like portray a relationship that is pretty much doomed for whatever reason. Like the heart and the love that you gave me is a lie. It's a very like you can take it so many different ways, but at the end of the day, they definitely portray like the feelings of the person who is about to end it and call it quits, because this relationship is just doomed. And you know, I wanting to fucking die when I'm with you, yeah, it's just not being happy, or something being done to you by this person. It could talk to so many different things, but at the end of the day, like Colde's vocals here were absolutely incredible. I'm so thankful. Like, this is like the second time, I believe, now with RM where he's been featured on an artist that I wouldn't have checked out if it wasn't for RM. So I'm very thankful for him, because this is now the second incredible artist that I just discovered because of him being featured on their track. It was absolutely beautiful, and the emotions, the lyricism was incredible, and them too, like RM RM's vocals on top of Colde's like harmonizing and everything. It was just beautiful, and it's almost like a cry for help of sorts. And like the visual of all the fishes and like the story hurricane or tornado or whatever, as you have two chairs of almost like somebody's about to sit down and go fishing, but there's no fish in the sea. So there's no love in the sea. It's almost like maybe this person even ruined whatever potential future you had in your love life in general. Like, one person ruined love for you altogether, which is why there's no fish in that sea specifically, and everything is upside down. I thought that was a really interesting and a very unique visual, something that I've never seen before. This was incredible. Let's move on to the next reaction, which is going to be Lilith by Halsey and SUGA. I'm very, very excited about this one, as obviously I'm a huge fan of SUGA. We checked out the August D album as well as the documentary on Patreon. The album reaction is available here on the channel. Checking out all the music videos from the album as well, and being absolutely blown away by pretty much everything that I've checked out with August D with this recent album. And obviously Halsey is actually someone that I've been listening to. I've been a huge fan of hers, and Nightmare is probably still my favorite song by her. I really, really, really like her. So I'm very excited to actually be able to react to her on this channel, which is not something that I'd be able to do. But then kind of like realizing the friendship that Halsey and SUGA have from that documentary that we checked out with the August D-Day album. It was really, really cool to see, and they were very adorable together. So without further ado, Lilith is the Diablo video game soundtrack, if I'm not mistaken. Haven't played the game personally myself, but regardless, we're here for the music video and for this collaboration. So without further ado, let's get into it.
The more that you have, the more that they take. Well, I'm perfection when it comes to indiscretion. I fuck around and just succumb to my aggression. I taste blood and it's turned to an obsession. Baby, I'm confessing, yeah. You got me thinking that I was too mean. Well, everything that I say I believe. Tuck a knife with my heart up my sleeve and change like a season. Reason for nothing, I am disruptive. I've been
Season,
corrupted.
reason, them.
No, I don't need a fucking introduction. I've been gone, 'cause I've been on this road too long. You know I get too caught up in the moment. I can't call it love if I show it.
Oh.
I just fuck things up if you notice. Have you noticed? Tell me, have you noticed? I get too caught up in the moment. I can't fall in love if I show it.
Damn.
I just fuck things up if you notice. Have you noticed? Tell me, have you noticed? I got a problem doing things I'm not supposed to. But you
Damn.
did anything I told you. 'Cause you let anybody with a body control you.
Oh. Okay, I know that there's probably a ton of references to the actual video game and everything that goes on in it, which unfortunately I'm not too familiar with. But I haven't been playing too many games in general in recent memory, but from some of the stuff that I did react to or watch, sorry, with Halsey over the years, this is really, really cool as far as like the woman in the shadows being herself. The lyrics talking about basically her being kind of like fierce and not giving a fuck and being through like this road before and being completely like having her armor shot off, being battle tested, bruised, and like all of the wounds and everything. It's very symbolic to her music career, which I feel like it actually kind of like relates to Suga as well, as far as like even if we think about some of the August D songs, sorry, English not working today. I feel like probably a lot of artists that come from like either humble beginnings or places where they kind of like realize that it's not as easy or as simple or as positive, and the road is filled like with snakes and whatnot and all that kind of stuff, and the people who smile at you can stab you in the back, and like the music industry in general. But seeing as this is like the video game soundtrack, it's probably a lot of the visuals relate to the actual game and not so much so to other stuff, but it's just a cool little extra thing for me, seeing as I'm again not too familiar with the actual Diablo game.
But you did anything I told you, 'cause you let anybody with a body control you, and you know me too. You got me feeling like I've been to me, and everything that I say I believe. Tuck a knife with my heart
Holy
up my
shit.
sleeve and fuck like a demon. Do
Yeah.
it enough, and I am disgusting. I've been corrupt.
Kudos to the makeup department too.
Enough to be destructive. I've been gone. Yeah, I've been on this
Nice.
road too long.
I know you get too caught up in a moment. You can call it love if you show it. We just fuck things up, yeah, I noticed. Yeah, I noticed. Hear me, yeah, I noticed. Step back of the moment. It's been trapping you in all this negativity and peace.
Ooh.
Don't dwell on the past. It's time to make a change. Look around, believe in what you see. I have returned to hell.
I get too caught up in a moment. I can't call it love if I show it. I just fuck things up if you notice. Have you noticed? Tell me, have you noticed? I get too caught up in a moment. I can't fall in love 'cause I focus. I just
Oh.
fuck things up if you notice. Have you noticed? Tell me, have you noticed? The more that you give away, the more that you have, the more that you give away. The more that you have, the more that you give away. The more that you have, the more that they take.
Damn. Holy shit. Oh, that was dope. That was fucking awesome. I love the aesthetic of this video, and I love the more that you have, the more that they take. I feel like these lyrics relate to Halsey personally as well as they do to Suga from the August D album. Just his commentary on society and everything that is happening. Yeah, I thought that visually, even though again it relates a lot to Diablo and some of the and some of the things that are happening within the actual game and everything, I still felt like there was a lot of cool things that are happening within this video that really relate to Suga as an idol, Halsey as a human being and an artist and all that kind of stuff. So that's all that I can really talk about. I love their vocals together. Halsey has such, there's like a level of cool, calm, and collected, kind of like don't give a fuck kind of attitude about Halsey's vocals here, and just in general, her vocals are incredibly soothing, which almost kind of like makes you smile when she sings in such a way where she's cursing, and plus her visual, she's incredibly pretty, of course, and I love that she just began to laugh when she was getting wounded, and then at the end with the red aesthetic, almost like becoming a devil and all that kind of stuff, where she literally kind of like becomes another character, and like the fire and everything that ignites and all that kind of stuff was really, really cool. August D Suga's delivery was awesome, and I love their vocals overlaying one on top of the other. Very, very, very cool stuff. This song just has such a chill vibe about it, even though it's kind of like really, really dark. Like it feels like based on the lyrics in the video, the fact that it's not like crazy heavy on like the on like drums or like something that really kind of like emphasize a twisted and dark nature. Instead, the vocals are kind of like chill and very vibey. Is that a word, vibey? And whatnot. It just creates a really cool contrast, and the instrumental is actually really really dope. I love the bass too a lot. This was awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Obviously, can't really talk too much about whatever is being represented within the actual game and how it relates and all that kind of stuff. But just the song Lilith, obviously, fucking hell, immediately. Why didn't I think about it before? Like Lilith. First thing I think about now with Lilith is obviously Supernatural. So I don't think of anything else when it comes to Lilith. So that makes me want to rewatch Supernatural now. So anyway, this was awesome. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will catch you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See ya.